Yep, just destroying more inquests. Yeah, it's funny because the Asura are practically the most arrogant and
I love their animations though. They do like cool flips.
Oh yeah,
and
they
shit.
do. They do flips through the air, and they're quirky. And
Did they unleash Asura's wrath?
they
They do not match the physique I expect from my previous exposure to the name Ashura.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Asura are just like gods, though, aren't they?
A god, yeah.
There's a video game called Asura's Wrath that's basically just Dragon Ball Z.
There's an interesting amount of, like, games on PS3 that I've heard the name of so many times. I have no idea what, like, what they even look like or what they are. Asura's Wrath is one of them. For a while, Killer is Dead.
Yeah.
Never heard of that one.
Ashura's Wrath is a lot like David Cage games, where it's like non-stop quick time events for the entire story, but you're playing like a shoujo anime where people stab planets with swords and stuff like that.
What?
That actually sounds kind of cool.
Stab
so it has
planets?
the most ridiculous, like overhyped, ridiculous quick time events, and like they'll hype them up by having the same prompt get really big sometimes, or like it'll have like 10 of the same prompt all over the screen, even though you have to press the button once, because it's like a hype moment of like, oh my god, B for burst, and stuff like that, and it's so hype. It's so ridiculously unabashedly like anime ridiculousness, and it's you just buy into stupid scenarios that are way too hyped up while you're just pressing quick time events.
Huh, do we have to help the script?
Time, but if you want the real endings, you have to buy like 3 DLC packs, which is really stupid.
Yeah, there's Skritzberg in here.
I think it was a Capcom game, or at least one of the expansions has Ryu in it.
Street Fighter Ryu, I assume?
Yeah.
As opposed to, okay. Because there's a surprisingly large number of Ryus.
Like, Ashura versus Ryu mission pack.
I wonder how many, I'm just thinking about it, you know, the name Ryu, because isn't Ryu also the Ninja Gaiden main character?
Ryu Hayabusa, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm curious how many, because, like, when I'm thinking, well, I guess I'm just trying to think of, like, Western games that have, like, kind of the same name problem.
What, where two people just happen to have the same name?
Yeah, because...
I mean, there's a lot of white guy protagonists throughout all the video games with a lot of repeating names.
Yeah, no, that's true.
They're just really boring, because they're all like, oh, I'm Nathan Drake.
Yeah, well, I mean, Nathan Drake's not a terrible name, just because... I mean, it fits the whole Francis Drake thing.
You probably would see a lot more Chris's.
I mean, really, it's the Drake part that's kind of
gotta
an okay
be a lot
name.
of Chris's. The problem is they don't stand out as memorable names, so like we'll never remember them as being a series of characters that have the same names.
For some reason, I'm just thinking
like,
of Resident...
I remember all the characters named Ritter. Like, okay.
Threat level minimal.
Oh, right, I'm supposed to search junk files. Whoops.
Oh, they love using Ryu because it means dragon. Go figure.
Well, yeah.
And what, Goku means like rice or something?
I think so.
Oh, there's glass in the way. There we go.
I didn't even think
search
about
junk
that.
piles with us.
I was trying to get the vista down there, but it looks like we have to like go up and around, or I don't know specifically how.
Then you have the question of whether or not Ryo is the same name or not.
Oh, it's not in the same vein, but did you see the Shenmue first teaser?
Oh yeah, that's also a character named Ryo. I was thinking of the fighting game character named Ryo from like King of Fighters.
But did you see the teaser for it or not?
No. I don't care about Shenmue 3 because I never finished Shenmue 1 or ever acquired a copy of Shenmue 2.
So I'm just only paying attention because it's like this kind of weird novelty, but specifically from what I've seen, Shenmue 3, they did that like that thing where they don't want to like deviate from the art style, so they just more or less remade the exact same aesthetic for all of the characters. with
Huh.
modern platforms.
This is a different heart over here.
I mean, they probably didn't have a choice just because they had a tiny budget.
Oh yeah.
Like everyone's
But,
like,
like-
wow, it's like the biggest Kickstarter ever. It's like, yeah, but it's for a 3D action adventure game, so like it's gonna look like shit.
So
like, at best.
imagine the Shenmue 1 models though.
Yeah.
In 1080p
It was a
with
Dreamcast
like
game.
with like proper like human-looking skin, but still
I-
the same like freaky large eyes.
I
And shit.
barely have to imagine what Dreamcast games look like on modern platforms because Sonic Adventure's on PC.
But like, if they had remade, well, I guess the easy
Like,
example
Red
would be
Meat. Oh, this
the
is
princess,
different.
It's a different heart.
the princess
Yeah,
from
I wanted over
Sonic
the other one.
06, and her like freaky face. Anyway, when you get the chance, you should take a look at.
She wasn't that freaky. It was mostly that she was interacting with Sonic, which made it really weird.
Yeah.
Who
all
was
the time.
interacting with Sonic?
So there was effectively like a
human
weird princess
that was
Peach.
a love interest.
Yeah, there was a
Oh,
Princess
that
Peach
game.
analog in.
It wasn't even Princess Peach because Princess Peach has like cartoon proportions, so you can buy into it a little bit. But,
Yeah,
like,
true.
Sonic
This
is
was
a
just
crazy
kind of
cartoon
anime
character.
princess.
Yeah, Sonic's a crazy cartoon character. There's another heart over here. I need to stop going further in this cave. Damn.
I think people talked about that game saying it was like some Mary Sue.
It was atrocious across the board.
I don't think Mary Sue applies.
Well, I mean, the writers of the game
Light torches draw out pests.
sort of must have had some kind of
Protect the
weird
script.
self-insert. Oh, look, let's make a female character that he can interact with that might provide some kind of crush
What is-
material. I don't know.
Nothing about
waypoint back here?
Sonic 06 was
I just
any
walked through
good.
like a whole heart zone and found like no things that would actually help with the heart part. It was just totally unclear to me what I could interact with.
Which heart are you doing?
I wandered over towards the next one. I just wanted a little further because there was a waypoint over here.
Yay,
But
got
like
this
I walked
one.
through the one that was like, oh, which one was it? Something about like helping the Scrit and dealing with bugs or something. But there was just nothing in the area because maybe somebody else just blew through it or something.
Actually, where are you, Wander? I see a lot of guildmates around here.
We
Oh,
were
there you are. You're on the opposite side.
Yeah, we were busy with a really long event at the start of the zone from the Asura side,
Destroy
and
faulty
so I'm
turrets,
like
protect
way
the
behind
Scrit.
everybody. But that's okay.
I don't see any of these objectives.
If you're not, world disappeared for a second. If you're not
Oh,
in
that's
the,
too far.
I really wish it would tell me your like progress on the heart that I'm currently at, instead of the heart that you're at.
I'm going around here. I'm trying to find anything to interact with that could be for the quest, and I'm just not.
I wonder if
weird.
the... Oh, wow. The
I mean, I can just
vista's
kill more
that
grubs,
way?
I guess.
Yeah. Are you going for the vista at the south section of the cave?
Well, right here. I want to go for this vista, but...
Yeah. It's a bit of a weird trek to get over to this one. It's cool though.
Yeah, Sonic's always been really uncomfortable whenever they make the mistake of mixing Sonic the Hedgehog with like real life worlds
Humans?
that are totally
Yeah.
normal looking. Which is kind of the weird thing about
there it
the new
is.
Mario game is it's like, why are you making it look normal? Oh no.
Yeah. I am actually super on the wall. The gameplay looks really fun. The like become whatever you chuck the hat onto. Sounds like it'll be a blast. But the actual like world is super concerning to me.
And if I go back here, I'm in the other zone. I guess
Here.
I'll just do this heart because I can't find anything for that heart.
Okay, so the
Just
one
search
that
junk
I'm
piles.
currently at.
If you keep
Yeah.
killing Skelk, you should be able
Yeah,
to...
if you hop down into the pit, the Skelk in like the watery area are crazy progress.
Well, I was just on the other heart and I couldn't find its objectives anywhere.
I'll help you with that.
I think you were supposed to, what, get Glowworm?
Yeah,
collect
that
grub
one's
meat,
a
light
bit of a pain in the
torches.
butt because it's
The problem
it's so
is that there's
vertical.
like there's like three grubs in the entire area as far as I could find.
Oh.
And then I couldn't find any of the other objectives anywhere. Period.
Well, I see torches, but it seems like they're already lit as opposed to needing to be lit. So maybe the instancing is just really bad.
It's really weird, yeah.
Yeah, for the glowworm one, it's super vertical. There's like a Scrit town specifically. Oh, yeah, Shell's already there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Just trying to figure it out myself.
What's up with this guy?
Mushrooms.
Oh,
There we go.
hi?
You smell.
Chat's bringing up Pauline, but Pauline is not similar to the Sonic 06. Because Pauline, for Mario, is another cartoon character.
Yeah.
She has like big cartoon eyes, and she's cel-shaded and low detail, and also Mario's a human, by the way. So it's not that weird that he's in a relationship with people.
Which?
But like, it's weird in Sonic 06 because there's because you have weird cartoon Sonic that is completely unacceptable as a living creature, except in cartoon worlds. You can't accept him as being a thing that exists in real life that's shaped like that. But then they put him in real life cities with real life shaped people, and it's like that. No, you can't do that.
I found something pretty.
Now it's all broken and wrong. Now it immediately becomes like all those like 80s cartoons, like where they would cross live action with cartoons, like Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
Except no one's acknowledging it because no one's like, oh yeah, toons and real people exist together. It's like no, like Sonic wants you just to act like those two things belong together when they don't.
Roger Rabbit was like actually really good.
I tried watching it the other night, and I did not like the Roger Rabbit character.
You have to go up the stairs. It's not something you jump to. It's actually you just walk.
Oh, there's just a walkway over there.
Yeah, there should just be a series of platforms that you walk to.
Also, I found it really weird in Roger Rabbit how they were trying to make the whole affair like sort of PG by being like, oh no, Jessica played patty cake with the guy. That's the worst offense ever.
He played patty cake with her hips.
But the funny thing was, like, the incriminating pictures he took was just literally them playing patty cake with their hands, and it's like, okay. But I suppose that's just like, I don't know, a form of intimacy between cartoon characters.
Like that's the most like R-rated thing that cartoon characters could ever do.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys had so much trouble with these grubs. There's billions of them.
There was not.
There are so many.
I ran up and down the zone like 3 times. There was 3 grubs total and no torches, no interactive objects, and I was holding the like highlight things button and
there's a lot of grubs now.
Yeah, we were just slaying our way through all of the grubs.
Now, do we hand the meat into someone? Probably where the heart's situated, right?
The what? The grub meat? Yeah.
Yeah.
You hand them into the. That's why this one takes forever. Also, here's the torches.
Yep, I had seen a couple torches. Where is the guy though? Is he up in here or around or?
I don't actually know where the heart is. I don't know. He might almost be outside.
Ah, the bats don't like the.
Well, go figure.
They don't like the light.
They don't like you.
Oh, you guys might be in a totally different zone for it than I was.
Yeah, you just found the wrong like section of tunnel.
Yeah, but it gives you the quest there too, which is just a weird choice.
There's some silver ore.
Yep, there's a ton of grubs.
Yep. Let's see. I don't think we need the grub meat at this point.
Yeah, it's a shame because then we're just gonna have to throw them out. I don't think they're worth anything.
It'd be nice if you could turn them in for like a monetary reward, but this game's kind of afraid of like making any kind of exploits. So, I guess Keith, you probably weren't playing when the like massive ban like wave of bans went through, right?
For what? Which game we're talking about?
This game.
Oh no, I've never heard of what you're talking about.
Rather early on in this game's lifespan, they banned like thousands of people.
I mean, I was here when the game came out.
Because there was an exploit that people had found out that you could buy certain things with karma, I think was it? Or no, you could buy Norn equipment for like ultra cheap and then resell it for like tons and tons of money. Like buy it for a couple of silver and then sell it for a couple of gold. And it was this like really excessive like exploit that everybody had abused.
I found it really weird that
people got banned for using a basic game mechanic that existed in the game.
Yeah, so it was kind of one of those where
like a not entirely reasonable punishment.
Yeah, this is like within the first week or so of the game.
They're not like item duping, it's just in the game.
Yeah, but like effectively they had duped it, so not duped it, but they had abused the mechanics so much that like people were sitting on tens of thousands of gold, if I remember right, and it was super controversial.
I feel like at that point you're better off just resetting people's money or something than banning them from the game they paid for using a mechanic that exists in the game. Like, using weird loopholes that exist in a game is a pretty basic thing that people do in every video game, if it just exists.
Yeah, because what would have happened if, like, they found out that Wander had bought, what, 2 character slots early on in the game?
Well, no, I bought a character slot and it gave me... wait, no, I bought 2 character slots and it gave me 2 extra. Which... I mean, that's a bug in their system. That's not me immediate... I think their logic for banning these people was... These were the people that specifically, like, realized, like, hey, this is an exploit that shouldn't be in the game. Let's milk this for all it's worth before they close it off.
Yeah.
I don't know. From, like, an MMO's perspective, I do think resetting the money would probably have been the most fair thing to do. But I can kind of see the logic of, like...
They're not actively hacking the game or anything, and they paid the full price for it, and they're using the mechanics that exist in the game. Like, at some point, that's just too much of a punishment. It's like how at one point there was a specific path you could take on a specific day and let it die when it would like cycle through a specific layout where you could and you could end up actually skipping what is one of the hardest bosses in the game, which is like not one of the like every 10 floor type bosses, but like just an option. It's like one of those bosses where it's a reoccurring type of the ones you see normally, but it's like a super difficult one that's infamous for being like just a playthrough ender. And
Where
there was
are
a specific,
you guys?
there was a
You
specific
guys are
layout
still in the tunnels.
that let you
I'm
pass him and
outside
beat him.
because I'm just
I'm
waiting.
actively trying to wait for people so we can travel as a group, and then like you go on ahead, and then Keith goes elsewhere, and I'm just.
Well, I'm
We're
just
a little
wondering-
trapped in that no one knows how to. It's
Are we
hard to
going
figure out how to
north?
even navigate this place.
Okay, you guys want to just come to me? I'm right next to a waypoint. We'll head north.
I
up
came to
through
you.
this-
I'm right in front of you.
Okay,
I'm trying to get to the giant glowing hero point.
there's a hero point
Yep.
there.
I'm trying to get there. It's not where I am, or I'd be there already. But I get very confused in this layout, which is part of why I was doing the quest really poorly for a while.
Oh, you're trying to make it to the Vista.
No, it's a hero point.
I don't see a single hero point inside this area.
Gotta talk to them scouts. Let's see, is it above me or below me, or how do you tell?
I keep seeing the
Below.
icon for the energy beam.
Oh, no, I didn't want to fall down here. Oh, am I stuck?
No,
Can I go back up this way?
you can drop back down. Did you get the
Yeah, but I
waypoint
don't wanna
nearby?
I don't want to make negative progress. Damn it. Alright.
Yeah, I don't see the hero points either, unless, yeah, talking to the scout would help.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unless...
I've got a giant glowing hero point just north of us.
Oh,
Very
like
what?
further north of us. Do you have the Hillstead waypoint?
Tunnels waypoint.
Because
Yeah, I feel stead.
Okay, head for the Hillstead waypoint.
No, the hero point's closer than the waypoint is.
Yeah, we gotta loop around. Do you see those gears? The tunnels gate, the Hillstead gate. We gotta go through those. That hero point is a script leader that you have to like best in combat. God, I played this like 4 years ago and I remember every single one of these things.
But anyway, there was an incredibly brutal boss and let it die that people found a way to skip around and proceed past it. And if you proceed past him slightly, you would unlock the next tier of characters, and then you could beat the boss more easily because you could just play as the next tier of characters instead. And like, yeah, they did the sensible thing, which is they closed the loophole in a patch and they didn't ban anybody. Like, oh, GG, you found a better solution than we meant for you to have. You get away with it, and that's it. Obviously, you can fuck up the economy for MMO if it's a money thing, but like patching the problem and fixing the income, fixing the economy directly makes more sense than banning players for playing the game. Because a basic part of video gaming in general is like min-maxing or finding ideal solutions for any problem and stuff. So when a thing exists, you should be fully expected to take advantage of it, and banning people for that is almost basically unethical.
I'm kind of split on it, but apparently it was like one of those huge things where people like refuse, well, not refuse, but it like really hurt the rep for this game.
I mean, they basically did the equivalent of failing to spell check their economy.
Yeah,
and made their audience pay for it. It's not like something that's like blatantly cheating, like glitching out of the map in a shooter or something. Like actual cheating is when in Halo, in the level midship, if you were playing oddball, you could take the ball that you have, and if you got a slightly higher score than your opponent, you could throw the ball out of bounds in a place where it would absolutely never reset, and then you could just win the round because no one could ever pick up the ball again. That's genuinely cheating.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. We've
that's
got another
ruining
hero.
other people's fun by unethically playing the game as it's not intended, as opposed to like buying low and selling high in a game's basic mechanics.
Part of, I guess, now that I'm thinking about and remembering it, what ended up happening is, so this game you can trade gold, like in-game gold.
You can trade it for gems, which you usually have to buy with money.
So effectively what happened is these people that had made so much in-game gold, and this was only like, you know, a very small subsection of the player base, they managed to drive up the price of the like in-game gems up by like it was like
at this point it's
gold.
astronomical though. I remember when grinding through the game I could save up enough gold to trade for enough gems to buy a character
slot. You still
slot.
can. It's
now
actually well, so like getting that gold is just about as easy as it was a couple months in. The main issue is just simply you have to beat the end game and be like doing end game stuff instead. Let's see. What are you up to down there? Oh, selling stuff?
I just hit 25 so I can use a bunch of the gear that people sent me before.
Oh, right. Because people have been mailing you goodies.
Oh, actually, is that a way out to the vista down there? South?
Maybe? Is there a vista south, or do you mean the...
It's sort of outside, but you have to take a path first.
Yeah, sorta.
Oh, wait. Is it above us or below us? Maybe it's below us.
I don't know. I'm just going from heart to heart, and as we like explore the map.
Juan is just here for a little heart to heart.
Mm-hmm. I see a gold heart, and I gotta touch it.
This is so confusing.
I gotta fulfill it. So what are our bags like
right
now?
You guys found the other hero point?
Yeah,
yep.
It's just a drinky do. There's another hero point if you keep coming my direction. There's a lot of hero points.
There's a lot in here. I didn't realize the Skrit City was so massive.
It's extensive, yeah. It's probably one of the prettier areas in the game, in my opinion.
Really,
though.
with all the junk?
I think so.
I mean,
it kind of depends.
Painted.
When you get out to where I am, that's where it like starts getting real pretty. Guild Wars always did caves and verticality really well. Like kind of, you're up on something and you have like a really nice view.
No, this is a nicer part of the cave because there's a lot of foliage.
Oh shit! I totally forgot that destroyers exist. We're
gonna fight them later.
Primordius hasn't even been like dealt with yet, right?
He hasn't been dealt with, but he showed up in one of the newer expansions.
Right here.
Oh, you mean the living story?
Living story stuff, yes.
Okay.
Like they were doing the whole flame and frost thing.
Right. Well, he was kind of there for a bit and then poof, and even then, Flame and Frost was more of a. But
then they brought Balthazar, cough cough, and he wants to specifically go after those two, Jormog and Primordius.
Oh no, we've got to save injured Skrit. Do I still have one following me around? I don't remember if my pet's still out.
You might as well come get this hero point first, because the actual mission here is up north.
Where?
Here, all the way. It's above. You wanna come around this way. people are on the ball today. So my I've more or less given most of my guild members the ability to invite people, and so I've been getting people asking for guild invites through whispers, and people will stream snipe the invite process for me. So, like, at one point I was, like, trying to add somebody, and then I was just like, I can't add you. Like, are you maxed out on guilds or something? And then, before I can, like, finish saying that, somebody else is like, no. Like, I already got it for you. And I'm like, what?
They can see into your stream.
They
know everything.
It's impressive. Alright. Anyway, drop down. Probably, I don't think it'll kill you. Yeah, no, I don't think it even hurts.
Or your money back.
Destroy your crablings.
Well, that was unpleasant.
And
like,
we're just gonna run north.
There's like murder.
There's like a teeny little tunnel that you cut through.
Where's the teeny tunnel?
Right here. Follow the murder train.
Row. There we go.
Oh, so this goes to the heart.
Going off the guild on a murder train.
Yep. This is... I don't know. I actually really like the Junktown look. It's something that they had used specifically in Factions. And I thought Factions was probably one of the prettier ones, or at least it had the more interesting
Is that when they had
environment.
that slum area that was beneath, like, the Imperial...
That's
yeah.
when they added the Assassin and the Spiritualist.
Ritualist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which had what felt like, at the time, like the most broken power. Because you could just hold on to a thing of ashes, where when you died, they would drop on the ground and make you automatically revive, while simultaneously reviving everyone near you. I remember being in a PvP match where I had that equipped, and like my entire party just resurrected instead. So it's like, oh, you think you defeated everybody? Everyone's back. And the fight just started over.
The Ritualists, I think, were also... Well, they were my favorite for the opposite reason. I liked the little, like, turrets you could summon with them, because they,
Oh, I have a little baby devastated Skrit. Where do I take him?
oh, no. Eat it.
Oh, no. This
You
poor
barbecue
baby.
Tasty, tasty nom-noms.
Do I take him to Bordecca's base. Where's Bordecca's base?
Probably back to the heart.
Whoa,
the
there's
heart or the
destroyers
beginning?
everywhere.
Yeah, generally the heart is the correct spot.
Oh, shit. Probably true. Where is the heart located? Is it upstairs or something? Or is it just the other direction?
It's over here where there's, like, lava.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can pick up a little Skrit on the ground, and they're just, like, devastated, like, wiped out, and you're holding, like, a tiny baby person.
Unconscious Skrit.
And you have to take them somewhere.
Probably to the heart.
Oops. Somebody fell into lava. And then somebody else is trying to save them and falling into the lava too. Oh,
no.
No, not the lava.
It's an endless train of death.
Currently on Death Drain.
Unfortunately, a lot of people are showing up to the area asking for guild invites.
Wait,
and the people that aren't related to our, like, murder train are super confused.
I'm not supposed to hand the Skrit in here? Then where do I hand the Skrit?
You take him to the heart.
Yeah.
I just took him to the heart. And the guy's just like, you can ask me tons of questions. And I'm like, but
just walk around a little bit, you automatically put him down.
Oh, really?
When you stand in the right spot. There's like a whole pile of them there.
just go toss them on the pile, they'll be okay.
Oh, I have to take it to the person next to him. Okay.
Yeah, put him in the pile.
Turns out the Skrit have no qualms against the cannibalism. They're like, yeah, just toss him on the barbecue. It's okay.
Ah.
He's Dunsey. It's fine.
Well, do rats eat one another?
They can. Rodents get like real messy when it comes to like starvation.
Most wild animals engage in
rabbits. Rabbits will eat each other. Hamsters will just eat each other for fun.
Hamsters
are fucked.
I mean, that's one of the nasty things is finding out that most supposed herbivores are like opportunistic carnivores. Like when you
I'm
have
just surprised
like
that they can deal with it.
I'm gonna have to put you back down, Scred. I already finished that quest.
Just
To the
leave
tick
them to
wolves with
die.
you. Yeah, like it's like that clip of like you'll see like you'll see horses that just swallow a chick whole.
a
Like
chick?
a little, yep, like a little chick will just be like walking around in a field, and a horse will get a hold of it and just swallow it. Is there like a gesture here, or what's going on? I have a picture of like a. There's like a glowy picture of a marching man on my map. He looked like he was doing the pose for that one beer.
Oh,
I think it's to show that you're.
that's I think that's a guild event.
What?
So we have a guild event in the area, that we will be doing.
Hinder Scotta's
Weird.
Bandits is up here.
I don't know what the guild event is. I don't know how we're going to do it.
How exactly does one cast poison on bandit supplies?
Uh,
Where there's a will, there's a way.
you know, they just get a little bit
Just pull a
you know,
Greg.
green around the a little bit green around the nails.
Did we ever get an explanation for what Bird was going for in that
Not a
situation?
clue.
Because like he just was like decided to poison people
So,
for no reason, seemingly.
For people that don't know the context for this, very early on in our D&D campaign, Bird, playing as, you know, Greg, the paladin, tried
the
poisoning...
RNG character
Yeah,
just does anything.
he tried poisoning a whole host of drow for some reason. I guess probably because drow are evil, rah.
It must suck to just be born into a race that everyone just is like, ah, that thing's evil by default, obviously.
People were actually, like, kind of making a statement being like, so aren't, like, green dragons, like, just lawful evil by nature? And I'm like, that's bullshit. I'm not sticking to that.
You know, when I think intelligent sentient creatures, I think that all of them are exactly the same.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I was just like,
oh wait, that's insane.
yeah. I don't know. I've never
So
liked
boring.
like automatically like this creature is by nature evil. Like there's some things like mind flayers where like, yeah, okay.
Well, they
Yeah.
actually
Once
are.
you're a Lovecraftian nightmare monster, it's okay
That
that
eats
you're probably
brains for
evil.
dinner.
Or if you're a golem, because then you're just whatever the thing is that made you.
Yeah. But like, you know, intelligent creature with its own like motivations and stuff. I think everything is just neutral mostly.
Because if you don't give them the freedom to be interesting, then they just become the hand,
Yeah.
aka the most boring part of the entire Marvel universe.
But yeah, so in the
a
case
mook
of
minion. Yeah.
in the case of
Like, ooh, look, they're ninjas that are evil. End of story.
In
That
the
was
case-
all of the story.
in the case where Bird tried poisoning all the drow, that was actually a point where technically you guys would have all been killed. And I was just like, I'm just gonna have them conveniently just like pass it off as like, well, we didn't get poisoned, so I guess it's okay. But like, I actually had like writing for them reacting.
You betrayed
to being,
us.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
So like,
That was a lot
my-
of potentially high-level characters.
yeah,
all
my
mad
notes
at
are
us.
literally like, if tried to double cross, they will surround the party and shoot them until dead. And then I'm like, wait a
Jeez.
second, like, people like this. Maybe I shouldn't just immediately murk the party because they did one dumb thing.
And it
Maybe
wasn't even us. It was one member.
Yeah. Well, part of it is,
I need help over here.
yeah.
Maybe,
was like the-
maybe I could have gotten out of it with a tree token.
Yeah.
Just, oh, they're gone now.
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys really need to use your magical items.
I was waiting for occasions to happen. Also, we're usually not in a setting where a tree token works.
No, tree tokens are,
They
yeah,
have to
I
be
guess.
outdoors.
I mean, if you just, like, rip off a flagstone in the basement, you totally could have used a tree token in there.
Rip off a flagstone? What does that mean?
Yeah, well, like, if you're in the basement of a building, you just pick up, like, one of the flagstones making up the floor.
No,
That is
you
100
have to you actually have to be outside to use a tree token. It's in the rules.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You mean under the open sky?
And none of our campaign is outdoors except for when we're not doing anything.
Well then.
Still haven't completed this heart. What other things do we have to slaughter around here? Oh, more bandits.
Bandits.
Hey, I finished a heart. I did it.
There's some pretty people in this
Here we
guild.
go.
What does
Hero
this guy have?
Shiroto
it's
sent me
glint.
12 slotted bags.
That's a pretty armor
Nice.
set. What are you wearing? I really wish I could like inspect players to see what they're wearing.
Oh wait, that's already 20. Whoops. Oh, and you have to pay gems to unlock to get other bag slots.
More
So
than
that
the
is
amount
a
that there are,
really
yeah.
pretty
But
armor set.
I think the largest bag you can get is 20.
I think so, yeah.
20 slot bag.
And
Yep.
you buy the slots with money.
Yeah.
Or gems, as it were.
Yeah, the money
the scout
converts
over
to
there.
gems and then...
Okay,
I just
yeah,
need
let's
one more thing.
Yeah, let's have Shell finish this heart. Let's go get the
Ah,
waypoint. We
there-
do have a another heart in the top right corner, but we can get that later.
Okay, done.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's what they're wearing. Nothing but ascended stuff. Yeah, I've never seen any of the ascendant equipment in this game.
I wonder
so I
if
have
it's
no idea what it
possible
looks
for
like.
someone to do a pacifist run of Guild Wars 2.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I noticed that there's like objectives outside of killing things, for the most part.
Best watch your step in this area. My Seraph brothers and sisters maintain an outpost
Hey,
just north
it's
of here, but we're
Matt
spread
Mercer
thin
again.
and constantly harassed by nearby bandits.
He is literally everywhere in this game, and it actually kind of bugs me.
Wait, is this guy?
Yeah, if you
Voice
talk to
man?
the scout, it's Matt Mercer. He voices so many, like, random NPCs. Like, my Norn was talking to another character voiced by Matt Mercer at one point, and I was just like, I'm not okay with this, actually. There are other voice actors that are not, like, that are not Matt Mercer. That could probably also use a job, maybe.
Nah, just more Matt Mercer.
Ah.
And when you're not using Matt Mercer, use Troy Baker and Nolan North.
I don't actually know how many
And
games
Jennifer Hale.
I don't actually know how many games I've seen with those, with all of those voice actors in, like, because I know there was Nolan North and the Nolan North sound-alike.
If there's going to be any games where they're all in the same game, it's probably an MMO.
Yeah, true.
Which is where they just call up the entire list. They just go down the entire phone book, basically.
Like, I'm actually a really big
We're
fan
supposed to calm
of...
down ghosts.
Oh. We've got a... Oh, I see. You're going after that. Like, I'm a really big fan of how Supergiant Games does it, where they more or less have
Logan
one
Cunningham.
fairly... Yeah, I mean, Cunningham is fairly versatile to begin with. But so, ultimately,
He
they
didn't
have...
have much to work with in the new game, though.
No, he did not. Though I think he did a great job for a guy that only says, like, one line every half hour.
The game's so gargantuan they couldn't voice act all of it, so it's like old text until that one guy starts talking.
You're
I'm
kidding.
supposed
There's
to have to fight the druid
there's a
spirit.
vague suggestion that sometimes people kind of speak in some language you don't understand, but it's like a 2 or 3 word sentence.
Yeah, super Simlish.
And it's foreign enough you can't tell when it's correlating with something, but sometimes you can tell that it's actually tying to something because you can hear a name in it.
Yeah. Except for it's
Wow,
still kind of
that guy
weird
blew
super
everybody
Simlish,
back.
because I had Volfred say his name earlier. And it
Wilfred
was...
said Volfred?
Yeah, I think he said, like, his name, or maybe it was... Oh, wait, no, it was Orlek. He said Orlek's name. But it wasn't Orlek, he was like, Orglogork. And I was like, what? Just say it. Pronouns are pronouns.
It could just be pronunciation.
Maybe, I don't know, it sounded like super
Like-
Simlish Orlek, which was confusing.
Well, like, if it was a weird garbled version of Orlek, it could be a lot like how in It's like when you, like, my entire experience going through Tokyo Mirage sessions is I would look at the subtitles for the song while it was playing, and I would hear them say the pronouns, and I couldn't recognize them because their pronunciation
Oh, yeah,
of
that's a good
names
point.
is so far off from mine because they speak Japanese.
Anything to
Like,
report?
they're not saying a different word, but the pronunciation of everything is so far off that I can't even recognize English words when they say them.